What is going on, guys? My name is Tubby, and this was a live commentary, but apparently the Elgato decided not to work. So, Super Cena is returning at WWE Hell in a Cell. It was announced last night on Monday Night Raw by Vicky Guerrero. And it seemed like it was going to be just like a shocker moment, kind of like the draft when Vicky said to Alberto Del Rio, "You're going to face John Cena Hell in a Cell." He's like, "What? No!" And then Ricardo got a real weird roll-up pin for the win over him. And I thought she was going to come out after she was laughing, like, "Ha ha ha, just kidding, you're not going to face Cena." But then Cena did a tweet last night that said he was ready to go. He's coming back even stronger. He did Good Morning America or GMA or whatever the show is in New York and said that he was good to go. The doctors had cleared him, which led to speculation on numerous wrestling rumor sites to say whether or not, it was a WWE doctor who said he's ready to go because they need him back. There's a lot of things we could question here. One of the things I brought up was Lance Storm, who on Twitter had said that if it really was a torn tricep injury and they're bringing him back this early, it could be a big problem for WWE because a torn tricep is a career-ending injury. So if it really was a torn tricep that John Cena left to go have surgery on and they're bringing him back in 2 months instead of the 6 months or whatever it takes to rehab it, John Cena could be in big trouble. Now, I know where WWE's coming from in terms of ratings, and whether you like him, you hate him, you despise him, John Cena is ratings. Just take a look since he's left, and I love Daniel Bryan. I'm caught up in the storyline. I think it's great, but the simple fact is, when you're down in the 3.5 million rating, and I'm guessing the pay-per-view buys aren't any better, the simple fact points to, the show hasn't had Cena, and I hate to say that because really the pay-per-views have been, all right, and the matches themselves have been pretty good without John Cena. But it's just a fact of life that until WWE gets to that point where Bryan's taken over and you don't really need Cena anymore, he's going to have to come back like this. Now, if he comes back and he gets hurt and he tears a tricep or tears something that is a career-ending injury, I think WWE is going to regret it for a long time. At the same time, I think John Cena could finally be like, oh, great. I don't think John Cena would ever want to, quit necessarily, like he's got the heart of the drive in him. I think for John Cena to stop wrestling, he's going to need that career-ending injury. And I say that as the biggest John Cena fan. I just think he'll keep going and regardless of injuries. And I think it'll take like an Edge-like experience where the doctor says, John, you can't go anymore. And I think that's where, John Cena's headed to if he keeps doing this, where he gets injured, he comes back way faster than expected. That thing on his elbow was nasty. Maybe it was just a growth that he, got removed from. But coming back to face Alberto Del Rio, I'm fine with. A lot of people are hating on it. Like, why couldn't they put somebody like goddamn Dolph Ziggler or Damian in the spotlight? There's an option here to do both. People thought that RVD would win and Damian would cash in on a face RVD. What if he cashes in on John Cena? What bigger heat than Damian Sandow cashing in on John Cena, and then John Cena could go on to keep rehabbing or, whatever. I mean, there's countless possibilities for this, but it does two things. It brings back John Cena, but then it'll shift the focus to maybe SmackDown or even on Raw, but it'll get him away from the WWE title picture. It'll allow Randy, Daniel, Big Show, Triple H, whatever they've got going on, it'll allow him to go for that World Heavyweight Championship reign, and whether it's just a promotional thing or not, to potentially get buys or just be used to pimp up Hell in a Cell and then have it change last minute, who knows? I think it's a smart thing to do to put him in the World Heavyweight title reign because, Dolph is getting there. Right now, is he ready to carry the company? I don't think so just yet. And I'm saying that as one of the biggest Dolph Ziggler fans. And I'm just getting sick of Del Rio. And it's the lesser of two evils. I would much rather have John Cena than Alberto Del Rio. That's my honest opinion. So I want to know what you guys think. What do you think of John Cena being gone, being out of WWE, coming back in really early, 2 months, torn tricep? Is he going to be ready? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And until next time, my name is Tubby, and we will see you.